Hi guys! Thanks for visiting my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I just want to say thank you to all of you for subscribing to my channel, for liking and sharing my videos, leaving me comments. I think that's so great and I just enjoy you so very much, and I just want to say thank you for that. And so today we are going to be making a jazzed up version of pimento cheese. My husband takes his lunch every day to work, and so I'm always trying to come up with ways to refresh old favorites, and pimento cheese is one of his favorites. So I kind of gave it a little bit of a Carol twist, and that's what we're going to do today. Pimento cheese is really easy to make, and you probably have everything you need on hand. So I'm going to bring you in close so you can see what's going on in my bowl. Okay, I think you can see everything pretty well. The first thing you want is to have a half a brick of cream cheese, and you want it at room temperature. And to that, we are going to add some spices. Now you can obviously add whatever spices you like, but these are pretty standard. We're going to add, and you can also change the amounts. I use about a half of a teaspoon of each. So we're going to start with a half of a teaspoon of garlic powder. We're going to do a half of a teaspoon of onion powder. We're going to do a half of a teaspoon of paprika. Makes it pretty, gives it some nice color. And then I'm going to do a half of a teaspoon of seasoned salt. Oops, wrong side. And then to that, I'm going to add a splash or two of Worcestershire. And then I'm going to add a dash of two of Tabasco as well. Now, if you don't like heat, you can leave the Tabasco out, but it is nice to have in the background. And you can make it as spicy as you like. Now, if you like spicy, you could add some cayenne pepper. You could add some red pepper flakes. Anything that has heat to it, you can totally add. So we're just going to kind of mix that together into our cream cheese. Mix that around a little bit. And then I'm going to add about a half a cup of mayo, and you want to use real mayo here. I love Hellmann's, and I'm just going to eyeball it, but you want about a half of a cup. I want to make our pimento cheese nice and creamy. And you could do this in a mixer if you wanted to, but I don't mind doing it by hand. And you just want to stir it really well until your cream cheese is incorporated into your mayonnaise. You don't want any big chunks of cream cheese. Okay, then we're going to add 2 cups of shredded cheese. Now you can use any cheese you want, but certainly you want sharp cheddar, but you could use a combination of cheeses if you'd like. Today I'm just using 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese, but I have made it with different cheeses. Monterey Jack is good. You could use a mild cheddar, you can use white cheddar, or any combination of cheeses that you like. Then we are going to mix in a jar of drained pimento peppers. And you want the small jar. I think it's 4 ounces. Yes, it's a 4-ounce jar. Just give that a stir. Then for the jazzed up Carol part, I am going to add a couple of tablespoons of my zesty pickles. Now this is a refrigerator version of my pickles. I do have a video on pickles that you water bath can. They're the zesty bread and butter pickles. The other day I'd made 2 batches that I canned up, and I had a few left over, so I just put them in a jar and poured the brine over them. To make refrigerator pickles, you guys, is super simple. You just pour your brine over your chopped cucumbers and whatever seasonings or other vegetables you want in there. I have onions, I have red pepper, I have green pepper, I have bell pepper, fresh garlic, and also banana peppers in here. And then you just pour the brine over it and you let them sit in your refrigerator for a few days to let everything infuse together, and then you can just store them in your refrigerator. Refrigerator pickles will keep for about 2 months in your fridge. So if you're not a canner, you can still make pickles, and you could use my recipe, just downsize that recipe and make however many jars that you think you'll eat in a month or two. And they're just delicious and great to have on hand. The advantage of making refrigerator pickles over traditional pickles that you can is that they're super crunchy because they're not being cooked at all. So refrigerator pickles are great. So if you're not a canner, you can still have delicious fresh pickles on hand. Anyway, this is the jazzed up Carol part. I put this mixture in just about every salad I make for us. Chicken salad, ham salad, even potato salad and macaroni salad. These are just great. They add so much flavor. So we're going to jazz up our pimento cheese with them. So I have about 2 tablespoons of the pickles that I've chopped up. If you don't have the zesty pickles, it's totally fine. You can leave them out, or you can use any pickle that you like or any relish that you like. It's just going to add a little bit of something extra in the background of your pimento cheese. And that's it. You just get it all mixed together really well. Like I said, you want your cream cheese nice and soft. Mine could have been a little bit softer, but once it's nice and creamy looking, you are good to go. How easy was that? In light of full disclosure, I did realize after I turned my camera off when I was making the pimento cheese spread, I forgot to add the black pepper. I did go back and I added about a teaspoon of black pepper, but you, like I said, the spices are all up to you. You can use them, not use them, change them up and use your own spice blend is totally great. But here are just some great ideas on ways to use your pimento cheese. Obviously in a sandwich, it's totally delicious. Stuffed in celery, and also on crackers. And for the crackers and the celery, I topped mine with this guy. I don't know if I've talked about this before. Maybe I have. I think I did put it on my burger buns. It's the everything but seasoning. There's all kinds of stuff in here, so this makes a great topper for dips like that. So the other way I wanted to mention that you can use this is you can turn this into a hot dip. Just put it into a pie plate, spread it out into a pie plate, sprinkle it with some more cheese, stick it in the oven on 375 till it's nice and bubbly. 20 minutes or so, and you have a delicious hot dip as well. So this is really, really versatile, and it's really delicious, and I hope that you will give it a try. And I hope you will try the pickles too. I'll leave a link for you for my zesty bread and butter pickles. And like I said, if you're not a canner, you can use the same ingredients in that recipe. I would just downsize it and make the refrigerator pickles instead, because they are just as delicious. So I hope you'll give them both a try. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. If you have any questions about my recipe, leave me a comment in the comment section, and I will see you next time.